Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Serious Strategy Gamer and welcome to Season 3 of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts Taskmaster, where every Tuesday I and a couple of other YouTubers do go up against each other to design ships in Ultimate Admiral. Now, we've won the first 2 seasons, so let's see whether we can defend our title in this August season and go into the tasks here. Now, this task is going to be slightly different, or this set of tasks is actually going to be slightly different, and what we're going to do is we are going to we're going to try to equip the Dutch Navy here by bidding. Now, one of the things that we need to do is we need to commit to a single nation here. We're going to go through a couple of exercises in this ultimate thing. So, I'm going to pick the Germans here, because why not? They've done us some good. We can design a 1926 light cruiser, which is going to go up against the Chinese Empire. So, I'm thinking a little bit of this as the Dutch Colonial cruiser. Now, the Dutch do have a couple of requirements, which we're going to just plop down as we go. They need to have at least 6-inch guns. Let's place those. They need to have 4 torpedo tubes. Let's place that for the moment. They need to have a speed of 30 knots and a long range. So, that's going to be the basic design over here. Now, here are a couple of things about that. We can get a point if we go to very long range, so we're immediately going to do that. We're going to get a point for sinking the enemy light cruiser. We can get a point for winning the entire battle. We are going to get a point if we're not going to be hit critically. And here's the thing, we can get a point if we design the cheapest ship overall. And cheapest ship to me means we're going to pick the smallest displacement here. By the way, we can recall that the Java, which I think would be a great name for 1926 Colonial cruiser. I think I want at least standard bulkheads though. Right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to simply go for the cheapest stuff over here that we can find. There's only one hull, so that we didn't need to be too concerned about that. Let's go for this funnel over here, forward offset. Let's place that in the rear. Empty bomb bat, we probably need to place you up there, right? Yes, another empty bomb bat, we probably need to place that over there. Got it. Right, and then for the torpedoes, what we're going to do. Now, the least expensive option is actually this, but this is only marginally more expensive, so I think these torpedo tubes here would be slightly better. I want to place one to the front here. Place one like that, and then maybe one to the rear. That does give us 4 torpedo tubes, which I think is going to be fine, right? Yeah. We might actually not want to place it that way. Also, we've got an aft offset here, so let's try to correct for that. Let's see a little bit to the front here. Yeah, that works. Okay, let's go back to the torpedo tubes then. Right, so maybe we can place one in the middle here, one in the front, and then 2 somewhat off the side here. Well, I want to be able to fire some forward, but you, my friends, should not be able to fire forward. Okay, you know what, let's place them a little bit to the rear still, then we can pull back this guy slightly. Don't want to have an aft offset. Don't want to have 4. You know what, that's going to be alright. Place you all the way over here. I'd hope that I could place you on a sort of very limited angle here. Probably we can. Just needs a little bit of fiddly-do. Okay, that looks fine. We've got 4 torpedo tubes. We've got 2 guns. We've got the very long range. What else do we want to do then? Now, oil is increasing engine costs, so I don't want to do that. Funnel costs? Yeah, without you, we would probably be at around 45. You know what? I think that's a good change. Turbines, again, that's probably just going to increase costs dramatically, so we're not going to do that. Auxiliary engines, again, pretty expensive, so we're not going to do that. Neither are we going to do shaft. Oh, well, shafts are not that expensive, it seems. No, still 150,000, that's too much. Armor, that's going to increase costs. Bobbats? Bobbats, not so much. We can pick bobbats here. Double bottom hulls, honestly, that's not going to change anything. Well, maybe... So what's reinforced bulks here? That's like 50,000, 70,000 maybe? Okay, we're going to use that. Super heavy shells, not going to cost us that much. Increased ammo loadout, not going to cost us that much. Increased torpedo loadouts, expensive. Lyddite, I think, is fine. Standard? Let's go for fast. How much would it cost to increase that? Well, a little, so we're not going to do that. And then what we can do is basically get rid of all the deck armor and go to our trusted, you know what, maybe on the turrets, maybe it's just a little scoochy on the turret. And go back to our trusted bathtub design. Ooh, maybe the conning tower needs to be a little bit lower. And maybe the turret armor can go a little bit lower. We're coming in at 9.3 million here. It does fulfill all of the requirements, but it's an awful ship. It really is. Let's try it. I don't know. It's gonna be a horrible, horrible ship. Let's see what the enemy brings here. The only thing going for it is its armor. Yeah, look at that. That's a much more modern ship there. Even though the destroyers, they do look slightly older. Right, we're going to turn off the torpedoes here. We're going to go for to the north here. Well, the good thing is the weather seems to be pretty bad. Yeah, evening is pretty bad. So that's good because that does mean we are going to get some bonuses here. Or rather, everyone is going to get debuffs for the guns, and seeing that guns are not maybe our strong suits here, and with only single guns here, maybe we're going to be alright. Let's see. Right, so somewhere over here they should be. There we go. They haven't spotted us, I was about to say. They have now, though. So let's start running this way. Ooh, now that's interesting. The destroyers here are to the right. Now I'm saying torpedo because I'm thinking that they probably have a lot of torpedo. Oh, they've got a lot of different torpedo tubes. Now that's not good. You likewise have an awful lot of torpedo tubes. You've got 12. You've got 16 torpedo tubes. That's not nice because that will make our approach here more difficult. Let's at least try to use smoke as we're coming in closer. Don't know much about you yet, but that's going to be alright. Let's do a full circle here. Not too sure whether they have already launched torpedoes or not. Oh yeah, they have. How many tops is that in the water there? Oh, now that's interesting. Look at that. They've launched at least 8 torpedoes. That's fine. But more interesting is this one. That means the destroyer here has already launched her load. So that is kind of interesting, isn't it, now? We don't know much about their loadout yet, but we've known that we do know that they have launched already. Now I think we're way too close here to ooh, oh, we've also got underwater torpedo tubes, I think that is, right? Yeah, interesting. Where are they? On the side? Yeah, seems to me like they are on the side. Now that's both good and bad, but I would say primarily bad. Let's try to launch from our side. There we go. Let's try to turn away now. Probably going to launch these guys from his side soon. Looks beautiful, kind of, maybe. Oh no, he's going to turn in, isn't he? No, that's going to be hits. Nice. Not sure whether they're going to be good enough, but hits are hits, at least. Whew. I mean, you've got many bulkheads. You're incredibly fast there. I mean, 2 torpedoes launched and 2 hits is already pretty fantastic. Oh yeah, he can launch from that side too, can he? Not. He can. Right, right. Come on, you need to get down. Okay, there's the second launch though, so he's launched both of his quadruple torpedo tubes on that side too. Ooh, we need to be careful there. That's interesting. That must be more from the destroyers there. At least the destroyers don't seem to have a ridiculous load. Stop. More torpedo tubes. That must be his underwater tubes. Come on. I want one more launch against him. He is still around. I mean, he's not fast. Well, 20 knots. It's not bad, actually. Okay, we're too far away now. Even if we would get a good launch against him. Let's try to come up behind these torps there. The good thing is, his engines are damaged. Hangzhou? Huzhou? How many torpedoes have you guys launched? Some. Some is the answer. Oh, he's repairing some of his engines. No, that's not nice. Come on. We must wait for these guys to pass, basically. Okay, I think that should be okay. Right, there we go. Cross right back into his path. I'm at least thinking that his torpedo tubes should take a moment to reload. So we should have an opportunity here to close in, despite his 6-inch guns, of which he has a lot, and we've got few. And hopefully a second salvo should do it for him. How fast is he at this point? 13 knots. He's very, very slow. But he can still maneuver. Okay, go. Oh, there we go. Single torpedo. Hopefully going to be a good hit. No, 2 torpedoes actually. And I'm thinking they're going to hit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice. Now he must go down, surely. Surely he cannot take that. Yeah, he seems to be taking on a lot of water there. That's fine. Let's try to go for the destroyer. So far we're doing relatively well. I'm not sure how well the other guys are going to do, and just especially just what are they going to pick in terms of their loadout. Are they going to go more expensive than I did? I'm turning away here because I've noticed that he has launched a torpedo. At least I thought he did. What torpedo tubes do you have? Electric? You can't have to. No, standard. I think electric are a little bit. For this age, they're probably not going to be that relevant. Has he really launched, or was that just my imagination? Let's try to do tight turns here. Don't want to expose my broadside here for too long. Right, let's see. Oh yeah, yeah. See, he had launched. Good thing that we did go the cautious route over here. Because without any bulkheads, without any flooding defenses and so on, we are not good at avoiding these things. Come on. Just do some damage here against him. Just get some flooding, some engine damage. Rudder damage would be especially welcome. Let's not get tunnel vision. Don't see anyone else. Yeah, he's too close. He's too close, and he's too close to reloading that torp. I'm not quite comfortable with this. Ooh, there we go. Good damage there. Okay, he has launched now. Let's try to turn away here. I'm very comfortable with this course here, but hopefully it's going to be alright. Yeah, there we go. One top on his side. Go back to a parallel course here. He's got 4 more torpedo tubes there. Unless we've somehow taken out that that torpedo stack. No, I don't think so. It's in the very rear there. And it's a quadruple stack, so it's exactly 1 reload. Got a lot of ammo left here, so I think we're going to be alright in that regard. He can probably do more damage against us, though, than we can do against him with his guns. Oh, engine damage. Well, that's lovely. Engine damage is fantastic, even though that was repaired incredibly quickly. He's flooding pretty good. He will launch these torps. Hard turn here. Hoping to avoid the torpedo spread that I'm imagining going out this way. Whew. There must be a second destroyer around somewhere. I'm not entirely sure. I'm happy that we haven't seen it yet. How fast are you, by the way? You're slower than us. That's interesting. Come on now. Do your good work. Cannot hurt you anymore. Not significantly. I mean, the one good thing, the one thing that where we weren't a cheapskate was the armor, right? So hopefully at least that is going to help us. Where are we now getting this information here? Not entirely sure. Oh, he is over here. Right, interesting. So that will mean more torpedoes to be dodged there. I think, you know what, it's going to be okay. Good. Well, we are scoring some good hits here. Some fire on him. Some structural integrity damage. What I really want to see, though, is engine damage. So that we can catch him better. Got a 3-knot advantage here. But with these guys closing in so fast. Flooding there, that's good. Now probably what we could try to do is be on the other side of him. There we go. Now that's the engine damage that I was talking about, though. Flooding. And there is the other destroyer. We will need to be very wary of his torpedoes. He's still got a lot of them. And he's just launched. So, in fact, we do need to make a turn here. It's a pity that we can't go for Hangzhou this moment. But let's see about that. She's actually turning and getting towards us. That's interesting. And she's launched another set here. So let's see then what we can do. So I'm guessing one of your spreads must be going this way, one of them must be going that way. So I'm hoping that traveling this way down here, we should be pretty straight away from all of them. Come on. She's got the damaged rudder, and just notice how incredibly well she's fighting anyway. Including doing like aggressive maneuver turns. Okay, let's try to get close towards her. But she's really not that fast. If we were very, very close to her, we could potentially hit her, right? Oh, look at that. Oh, really? That would have been brilliant. If they had been torpedoed by their own ship there, I would have loved that. I would have loved that. Single kilometer here. Come on now. How's she doing? She's launched another time here too. We really need to get out of here. And get a bit more structured with her. We're doing so close turns here. Oh, come on now. Just get me a torp on her. Not a single torpedo here. Wow. Let's turn away. At least if we're turning away, we've got much higher chances of actually avoiding her torps. And I'm still hoping that we can send one her way. I mean, she's down to 600 meters there. There we go. She cannot avoid that. Nice. She's flooding across nearly her entire cross section there, so I'm hoping that that is going to be good enough to deal with her for good. She certainly lost all of her engine power there, so that at least is nice. And maybe our guns can finish the job here? Come on, 2% float. Is she going to recover from that? Seriously? That would be kind of crummy. Oh, come on now. Oh, come on now. She's really going to recover from that. Ah. Oh. So annoying. Well, I think we are mostly clear of her torpedoes. We can at least be reasonably sure about that. So let's see whether we can entice her to launch more salvos. So that we can sort of zigzag around. Make her waste out her torpedoes at a great range. There we go. Well, on the other hand, she's pretty much dead in the water there, so let's start shooting at her. We've got 400 rounds left, so I think that should be okay. Come on. 2 more single launches there, and then 1 salvo on the quad launcher left. Good hit there. If we can take out one of her launchers or 2, that would be pretty nice. Keep watching her and her launcher in particular. Come on, that should induce her. Nice flat target there. Come on now, I know you want it. Good hits there, but is that gonna be enough? I wonder. Okay, yeah, she has launched her single tubes there. That's good. She still has got the quad launcher though. Yeah. There we go. Nice and clean. Quad launcher. Quad launcher. Quad launcher. Right, right, right. Come on. Do tell me that you've sent them here. Because now we can come about and kick you in your torpedo tubes. Empty torpedo tubes, I might add. Right, actually her steering is damaged too, so that would be a very lovely target here, wouldn't it? Our steering was repaired there for a second, but only for a second. Come on now. Oh, good hits there. No, no, no. These are the bad hits. They are hits on us. Well, frankly speaking though, I don't quite believe that this is a good design as such. I do, however, think that our... It was a good... It seemed to be a well-captained ship, I want to say. If I can say so myself. Let's their torpedoes. That's lovely, but there we go. 2 hits. That should be plenty, right? They are incredibly resilient. Many bulkheads here on these guys. Come on now. Do sink already. Come on. Oh, come on. Second ship is also still around, so we need to keep an eye on that too. We've got a single torpedo left here, so I would really like to sink this guy here with the help of our guns. Just finish him off there. But I think we need to come to his front so that we can actually attack his bow, because that's where he's not flooding at the moment. Although sometimes the game has a weird habit of doing damage on the other side, pretty much the non-exposed side, more of the sort of exit wound side, if you want. He's down to 2%. Do not tell me that he's going to survive that. More flooding there? Yeah, but he's recovered pretty much all of his flooding. That little bugger. That little bugger here. We might have needed more guns, but they would have cost us. They would have cost us. Still have 300 rounds. There we go. Fantastic. Finally. Right, there we go. Let's close in with her. We're going to try to get another torpedo into her. Our torpedo tubes might need some reloading here, but at the meantime... So I'm thinking it looks like we could get away with 4 points at the very least. Question is, are the other guys going to go with a slightly cheaper or better design? I do not know. I do not know. I mean, I really... it's... I find that bare bones is pushing it just for the naming of this ship. You know what? We can actually go to the slightly more stable speed here, I guess. And come straight at her so that our torpedoes is well and nicely lined up. Let's wait. We don't need to be come this far. Okay, I think at this range it is going to be pretty safe to launch. I think. I hope. Do launch. There we go. Well, that's our last torpedo, so guessing we don't need to be turning that off. But there we go. Yeah, beautiful midships in there. She is flooding, as you would expect. The question is she going to sink from that? She doesn't appear to be. Her bow is pretty stable. But any flooding hit here that we can inflict is pretty much welcome. Come on, how can you miss at this distance? There we go. That's it. 4 points for sure. Maybe on the verge here for 5. Not entirely sure. Let's check that out. We do not want to play again. So no, I should have clicked. But you guys can find out how much that ship has cost before I launched. So that being said, hope you enjoyed. Do check out everyone else's videos down in the description below, and hope to see you around next week. Bye bye, guys.